A record number of people were turned away from shelters last year. That's according to a new report from the Alberta Council of Women's Shelters, and that includes more children than ever before. As one woman tells us, having access to safe shelters could be a matter of life and death. Jacqueline Wilson reports.
When Denise Summers was escaping domestic violence, she was able to access a shelter.
Well, it was about 25 years ago, and I was in a very violent, very abusive marriage, and my ex-husband had threatened to kill me and to kill himself, and so I was able to escape and then eventually got to Discovery House.
But not everyone is so lucky. A new report from the Alberta Council of Women's Shelters says more than 31,000 people were turned away from safe havens last year due to a lack of space, and 41% of them were children. Both record numbers, and it means Alberta shelters were only able to accommodate about 20% of requests.
Well, I don't know if I'd be alive today if I hadn't had that opportunity. It provided a safe place.
The report says a population boom, the long-term effects of the pandemic, and rising inflation have all contributed to the struggles shelters face.
Honestly, the lack of safe and affordable housing has such an impact on shelters. But when that doesn't exist, women are staying in shelter longer because there's nowhere else for them to go.
The Calgary Police Service received over 23,000 calls about domestic violence or conflict in 2024, slightly down from 2023, but overall the problem has been getting worse in recent years. Lana Wells studies domestic violence and wants the focus to shift to abuse prevention.
About 73% of men in Calgary who've been charged with the domestic violence actually had contact with police prior to that, and they had a domestic violence encounter. And if we can be getting that family and that man supports, the right supports at the right time, we could potentially prevent the escalation of violence.
Calgarians experiencing abuse or violence can call 211 for help or 911 if you're in immediate danger. Jacqueline Wilson, CTV News.
Advocates say you can help by donating or volunteering at a local shelter. They also suggest writing to provincial and federal politicians about increasing funding for shelters in Alberta. The province included an additional $19 million in funding in this year's budget.